Hey y'all, it's Shio. This is just gonna be a little quick guide. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this under like 3 minutes. So let's get to it. You might be familiar with this page. This is the membership page for Sadoshi.AI. So all your member stuff is here, and the important links are here. We're gonna focus on Sadoshi.AI version 0.3.IPYNB. All that means is it's all the code that I wrote in a Python notebook hosted in Google. So Google Colab is a Python hosting environment. You can basically run Python code. And that's how this backend has been created. And that's what you guys are going to be testing. So yeah, let's open that up. If you open that up, you'll see this. And I suggest creating a new Google account to do all of this under, because they give you 15 gigabytes of free drive data, and they give you a $15,000 GPU to access whenever you want. I mean, it's limited to a certain extent, but you'll be able to use the crap out of it. So I personally do pay for Google Drive, like 1,000 gigabytes, and for the pro version of Colab, but you don't need to run Sadoshi.ai. You can run it completely for free after getting this Google Colab. So now that we have the Google Colab here, first thing I want you to do is go to File and save a copy in Drive, okay? The one that's on, Sadoshi.com, that's read-only. You won't be able to save any of your edits to it. And it's in your drive now. So you'll have a folder in your drive called Colab, and it'll be in there. So first thing you want to do is connect to Google Drive. Make sure you're not a robot, right? So I just connected it to Google Drive. And once this cell runs, you'll be able to see the video type, motion controls, input video, and input audio. These are all the inputs that you're going to give it besides the prompt. So this is going to be like your audio files, all that stuff. For this video, let's go straight default. Just default 3D option, strength at 50%, motion controls, let's just do default for everything, 50, 50, 50, 50. Or actually, you know what? Let's do a little zoom going in. So I'm going to take this up to maybe like 60. So now you'll see, maybe 65, yeah. So now you'll see like a slight zoom in the video. And yeah, that's fine. We don't want to add any of this stuff. Let's not apply a wave function or any audio to this diffusion. We're just going to do straight default, so none of that. But you still want to run the cell anyways. So even though we're not applying a wave function or any of the audio, you still need to run every cell in order. So we ran that. And now here's where the magic happens, to be honest. For y'all, this is where you can affect the most, outside of adding audio and video. If you've heard of prompt crafting, that's where this comes in. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to do stable diffusion prompt crafting. I'm not going to go into this in this video, but just trust me, you can do so much with creating these prompts. I will just say that this 0 colon, that is the keyframe. So this basically means from the start, which is 0, the first frame, which in computer language is 0, it's not 1. From that point, it'll be applying this prompt right here. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this prompt. You can dissect it yourself. But yeah. And I just copied the same prompt for at 200 and at 500. So that means at 200 frames, you can change it to whatever you want. And again, you can edit these frame by frame if you want to. But I'd suggest doing, a good amount of frames in between. Let's just use the defaults. This is specifically I added Krishna into the Sadoshi.ai model, and so it understands what Krishna is. It understands what a lot of things are, but some things you got to train into it. So let's just go with defaults there. And then, yeah, these are a lot of render settings here. We're going to just batch name this Krishna, and everything else is good. We don't have to worry about any of this right now. I will make future tutorials on all of these different things. But for now, let's just run defaults. And after you click the render setting run button, that's going to actually download Sadoshi.AI. It's going to download Stable Diffusion. It's going to download the models and everything, basically. So the first time you run this, it'll take a little while, but after that, it'll take far less time. So let's see what happens. This will run for a little bit, and then it'll start actually generating the video, and you'll be able to actually see it down in this area right here under setting up environment. Let's take some time and see what that looks like. So now, as you can see, it's gotten through downloading all the models and everything, and it's starting to generate the pictures. And these are each frame, like you'll be able to see it generate each frame as it goes. And at this point, I usually either continue, like let it run, or cancel it at this point and edit the prompt to get exactly what I want. Because if the first few frames aren't what you want, the rest of the video likely won't live up to your expectations. So, you know, cut out that hour that it'll take to generate this and end it right now and recreate that prompt. And that's where you're going to get the highest quality finished product. If you just do that and find the first few images that you really like, it'll create something good. So after this is done, what you're going to want to do is download it from your Google Drive. It's going to be in a folder called AI and Stable Diffusion. And in that folder, there will be a Krishna folder. And that is where your video will be saved. It'll save the video and every single frame of the video. So if you're a video editor like me, you can actually take the PNG sequence and import it into Premiere or DaVinci Resolve and edit it in that way. But if not, it also gives you like a pretty small size video file that shows you exactly what you generated as well. So you can post that directly to social media. Yeah. That's about it. I would suggest downloading the Google Drive desktop app, and I've linked to that in the Sadoshi.com. Like if you go to Sadoshi.com and you click this icon over here, it'll go directly to the Google Drive for desktop download. Download that. It makes things very easy. The Google Drive web app isn't as good. Just saying. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a great time using this product, and happy prompting.